All right, friends, as we continue on this morning here live from Cafe Texan, and many folks have already came through enjoying a good meal today, but it's kind of a double win. You can come and enjoy a good meal. Got to pay for it, but you can come and have a good meal, and then you get to support SAAFE as well. And we want to encourage you, give online. You've been seeing our broadcast come on throughout various social media feeds this morning. And, man, I'm so excited this morning to have so many people and just continuing on to promote the good things that the SAAFE is doing. And as someone that I've always admired, someone that I've looked up to when I first came to Huntsville, who reached out to me and has been such an integral part of this community, giving back and always involved and doing such good. And 3, 2, 1. There, boy, I went right to you, Ken. So welcome in, brother. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, man.
Well, Ken is here. He serves as the president of the Huntsville Independent School District, as a trustee, also the third term with the district now. And Ken, I know a lot of folks know you. Obviously, you've been doing such great work here, and thank you for your friendship. You know, when we first came here, I remember, you may not remember this, but I remember you invited me, and we went and ate at McAllister's, and I'll never forget that meeting. And you were one of many people that just is so welcoming into this community. So thank you for that, man.
Yeah, Huntsville is a great community. A lot of people get to know each other. You have that small town feel, the relationships that are here. And then whenever we can support the community in ways like this, you know, when people come out and support in this way, it's really important and impactful.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk just a little bit more about, you know, this community. And as I said, I know you're a very humble guy, and you may not want me talking you up, but I will, because you've done such good things here and through the university and through our school district. You know, it's important to be all in. And, you know, and all in doesn't mean you have to give everything, but it means you can give something. And in this community, when you're all in, just giving one thing, you can get all in. What has it been like for you just to be involved and to see such positive things happening here in Huntsville?
Well, for me personally, I came here and I'm going to date myself, 1988, to go to school here at Sam Houston. And so, and through that, you know, I worked through school. I worked for a local family at the old El Chico restaurant, the Bird family. And, you know, through that involvement, I got to know a lot of people in Huntsville. You know, when you serve people in a restaurant setting, you know, you get to know people because they're there a lot. And but Mr. Bird was a very integral part of me and helped me through school. And then also the connections that I made at the university with professors and getting to know, you know, I've known Bobby Williams from way back then, and that relationship still continues to this day. You just build on those relationships and you build on the connections that you are able to make. And so I'm very grateful for what Huntsville and the community and the university community has meant for me. And so then you want to try to give back.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's really important in whatever way you can. Like you said, you know, we can't do everything, but you can find your little niche to places to contribute. And I think if everybody does that, our community is better for it.
Well, again, Ken Holland here with us at this time, and we are here at Cafe Texas supporting SAAFE. And, you know, I've said it on every single interview, and we'll keep saying it's an organization I wish didn't have to exist, but it does, because domestic abuse is so prevalent, unfortunately, and it happens where we would never think that it happens. And it's happening here in our community. It's happening. It doesn't know any boundaries. And that's why it's so important to support the SAAFE, to get out, to make a difference. And one way you can do that, of course, is volunteering and keeping the organization in your prayers. But the second way is to give monetarily, and that's what we're doing today. And Ken, who made the call to you? Someone called you probably and said, Ken, will you come on board? Who made that call, and what tugged at your heart to say, yeah, I'm all in on this?
Well, first and foremost, you know, I was on staff at University Heights Baptist Church, and they have been a long-standing contributor to the SAAFE and many other organizations. And so through that involvement, we had different service projects at the SAAFE who've been at the house, helped paint and do things like that. But this go around, it was Tracy Stout. She and I serve on the HISD school board together, and so she asked if I would be willing to, you know, serve my time here today. And you know, it's great to be able to serve your time in the Cafe Texan. We're so grateful for Vance Howard and his contribution to our community and being able to, you know, renovate a place like this. But so this is not a bad place to serve your time. So it was Tracy that tapped me on the shoulder and said, would you be willing? I said, yes, ma'am.
So you probably had some insight whenever Dr. Shepard says there's going to be something happening, I'm getting locked up. Did you know a little bit about what he was talking about?
When?
At a school board meeting.
Oh,
he was saying
yeah.
something. Yeah, he was saying something about he was getting locked up, and people were like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, he did that last night at the school board meeting. I wasn't going to mention it, but he did, so I jumped on board. And I said, well, hey, if you can give to me and get me out before you get him out, but
there you go, yeah.
So we were able to have a good time with that. But it's a great opportunity to also spread the word and let other people know about it that might not know about Safe House and what their mission is and what they do for people in our community. So that's important.
Yeah, well, Ken, I know we appreciate you taking time out of your business. You're busy. You're a granddad, got a beautiful grandbaby, and we were just talking about that. And so many great things going on. And for you to be here today, thank you for that. I know it's hard to get out whenever we've got so much going on, but it's about investing time, and that's something that as long as I've known you, that's one thing that I've always admired about you, and it's motivated me to want to serve and to do more because I see the way that you interact. And you know what? My brother we used to always hear that phrase, we got to make time, and my brother was always pessimistic. He goes, well, we can't make time, but you can schedule time. You can block out time.
Yeah, you can carve out time, and it's all about priorities, and family time is really important, and of course work schedule. And I'm blessed. I did a career change 5 years ago, and what I'm doing now allows me to kind of craft my schedule a little bit. So that's nice, and so but it's important to do things like this in the community, and so it does take effort, but it's fun. It's you're out in the community, get to spend time with people, and that's what it's all about. So,
absolutely, yes, sir. Well, is someone out there right now? I have to look back and look at the time because I almost said this afternoon. It's still morning. Come out here to Cafe Texan, but maybe somebody, Ken's watching this, popped up on somebody's social media feed, maybe on YouTube or LinkedIn or somewhere, and they see you and they say, "Hey, I know that guy." What would you say to that person right now that's watching that you say, "Hey, you know what? There's an opportunity to give." What would you say to that person?
Well, what I would say to that person or any person is that unfortunately, like you said, we live in a fallen world, and things happen that are not good, and specifically with domestic violence and sexual abuse, there are victims, and we have a great organization here. Tracy Stout, Melissa Kimbrough, and their staff, they do a great job of servicing these clients that they have on a daily basis, providing shelter, food, and care, and then also connecting to other outside services that they would be eligible for. But they're advocate based, and they're helping people that need the help. A lot of times when somebody's in a domestic violence situation, they don't have anybody to turn to. And so what I would say is it's very important to be able to support organizations like this. We can't be involved hands-on with everything, but we can contribute to those entities that are doing the hands-on work. And so I would just ask that you would be consider contributing and helping this organization accomplish their mission.
Well, Ken, you're doing pretty well today, my friend. $550. The goal is $1,000, so you're over the halfway mark. You're right up there at the top of the pack, by the way. So you're putting pressure on these other guys, like a Trey Wharton, like Dr. Shepard over here. The pressure is on now from Ken Holland for these guys to raise what they're doing. But continue to donate. And like we've been saying all day, Ken, every amount happens. I know a lot of people, right now it's tough financially, a lot of people with inflation and just trying to get basic products. But $5 or $10, if you have it, it does go a long way. And if you don't have it, call the Safe House and ask how you can volunteer and be a part in that way. But if you can, even a little bit would make a huge difference. Ken, just some final comments before we go. I appreciate you being here, man, and just sharing your story a little bit and your connection to Safe House.
Well, first and foremost, to the ones that have already donated, I've had a couple surprises, and so thank you very much. I'm not going to call people out by name, but thank you for contributing. That's really important. But just again, consider our local entities that do this type of work. We have a lot of local charities that our community supports really well. Safe House, right now we're focused on them today. Please consider supporting them and helping out their cause.
All right. Well, there he is, Ken Holland. We appreciate you, my friend. And again, thank you for all that you do here in Huntsville.
Thank you, Rob.
Hey, support this guy. Let's get him over that bump that many others right now are treading way behind Ken. So let's keep the heat on the other ones for Ken. And we'll have more folks. As we are here at the Cafe Texan, come and be part today. If you want to write a check, you can come in person, make it out to Safe House or cash. The staff is here, and they'll take excellent care. And they are such great stewards of anything that you're able to donate. They will steward that and put it in the right places. We'll be back a little bit later. Stay tuned into the social media channels. We continue the good here in Huntsville. Today, it's all about Safe House. We'll be back in a little bit.